All right,
Here we are.
another episode. Episode
Bitches
2.
be talking. Here we go. We're gonna be talking.
Yes. We've had a pretty busy day today.
It's been super busy.
Yeah, we had Cars and Coffee this morning.
Yes, which was so sick. I mean, the cars. I feel like last week there were way more cars.
Yeah, it wasn't as busy this
but
time.
the cars we saw today were super sick.
Oh yeah, they were nice. Audi R8, Bugatti.
The Bugatti, oh my god, beautiful. We heard it getting off the freeway. I was like, whew, where are you going?
Yeah.
Clearly Cars and Coffee.
But that's not why we're here today. We need to stay on topic.
We do.
And you need to hear me out.
I'm ready.
Let's talk about the IBTC. The
Ooh.
Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Yes. So for those who don't know what the IBTC is, it's for us girls who have little bitty titties and we're not blessed with naturally large titties.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about today.
100%. And I
for
feel
all
like
the girls out there that
Yeah.
have never understood the struggle of being a member of the IBTC.
yeah, or like just like wanting bigger boobs. Like I don't know, it's just
Yeah.
one of those things. But
Yeah.
I feel like we were at spin class on Thursday,
Yes.
and we were doing a video afterwards, and we were like just doing something, and like your boobs caught me off guard because I was like, oh my god, like they look good. I saw them on the video and I was like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, and I sat there and I was literally like in there scooping them like up and pushing them up to make them like fit nicely in my sports bra.
Oh my god, your boobs look good.
I just fixed them. Thanks. Pull them up.
I'm like pulling them up.
You pull them. Grab the side.
I
and pull
did.
them.
I don't have any boobs.
I don't either.
Right, and I feel like that's like something that all like itty bitty titty gals
Yes.
deal with, like from the very beginning. Like once you're starting to try and like look all nice and everything,
Yes.
you end up starting to do the scoop, squish, and pray because you
Whoa. The what?
the scoop, like you scoop, and then you squish them together, and then you just pray they look good.
You just started a trend.
I-
You just came up with a trend for the IBTC committee.
I just want some representation out there, you know?
Well, it's here now. We're
But, like,
here.
Us girls already do it. It's not even a trend. I feel like all of us just do it. We have a name to it now.
Well, now you named it.
Yeah,
So that and that.
yeah. Scoop, squish, and pray, ladies. Scoop, squish, and pray. That has been like my life saying without knowing it was a saying from.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, like, looking back, like, when I was younger, like, I was a late bloomer, so I did not look mature, I guess is the right word, until I was a lot older. But
Mhm.
I grew up, and I come from a bloodline of women that were blessed with large biddies, and we're not members of the IBTC.
No.
Me was born into the committee, did not choose to be a part of the committee. The committee chose me. But yeah, my sister, my mom, both my grandmas, like everyone had naturally large, beautiful breasts. And I was like,
Thanks.
when is it my turn? Still waiting. I don't know.
No, I know. I feel like as I was growing up, like my mom and like my dad's side, my mom's side, like my mom would even say like, oh, don't worry about it. You'll grow into them because everyone from both sides of the family have big bitties. And I was like, okay, like when are they sprouting? When are they sprouting? And they never sprouted. And I'm just like sitting here like, but granted, like I still have some.
Yeah.
They're just,
They're just little guys, you know?
yeah, they're mosquitoes.
Poquito chichis. Poquito chichis.
Yeah, no, it's been a struggle, and like you see like younger girls right now, like they're all getting boob jobs before having kids. And like my mom, like
yeah.
she comes from having big boobs, like she still got a boob job and whatever, but
Yeah.
like I feel like there's like this stigma around having like little titties, and it doesn't like look good now.
Yeah.
And like you feel the pressure of like wanting a boob job before you even have kids.
100%.
And my mom's like 100% like, hey, you need to like, and everyone honestly that's like a little older is just like, hey, you want to wait until you have kids. And I'm just like, I can't.
I know.
I'm 25.
Yeah.
I've had no boob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think right now too, it's funny, we hear like a lot of people who are like the whole like, oh, wait till you have kids. Well, the trend now has been women that are younger having boob jobs before kids, then they have kids, and then they eventually, I guess, will need them. I don't know exactly like when they need them, but then they need.
Well, I know you have to renew them
Yeah.
every 10 years.
Okay. So I don't know if like having kids like makes that happen sooner.
Or you just like wait and like deal with it
Yeah,
at that point.
But like one opinion like I heard that I really thought was like valid was like you're only like young and in your like best years for so long, and it's like, and if it's like small bitties are a big insecurity, like you can fix it if you want to fix it, great.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. But if you want to, like you have the opportunity to, which I think is awesome. But there are girls out there that it's still a trend of small boobs.
Oh yeah.
So it's like super small boobs and like tight like triangle bikinis.
Oh, so
look
cute.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
But then you have
like the other side of it.
But then even have us like I feel like we're in the middle. Like we have some,
yeah.
so we're in that awkward.
It's like that awkward stage where it's like
we're still itty bitty,
oh, so you can kind of fill out a bikini top, and then you're like, I have to tie it really tight.
Yeah.
But they're still kind of there, and I still do the scoop, squish, and pray method,
Yes.
even in a bikini.
Yeah.
But they're still there.
Yeah.
Like it's not straight flat.
Yeah. So I feel like there's definitely like there's all spectrums of boobs, and again, we support women. Absolutely.
We love any
I love
boob.
it honestly. Like
Any boob looks good.
I love my boobs, and I remember growing up and always having super small boobs, like nothing there, and having like tube tops on, and then having like one of my best friends growing up like was filled out like at a very young age, and she like I was always like, ugh, like everyone looks at her like, you know, I'm
but
not
you
mature.
have to think though, like these girls that have like these bigger boobs,
Yeah.
they still like have their own struggles too, and I feel like as like the IBTC, like you don't recognize that, so when you're like, oh, I want big boobies, I want big boobies, it's like maybe talk and like consult with like your bigger
Which is what
breasted
happened.
friends.
Which is what happened. And I remember I was wearing like a small tube top with obviously nothing there, and she had, I think it was a sports bra on, but her boobs looked huge. And she looked at me, she was like, I am so jealous of you. And I said, of what? And she's like, your boobs. And I looked at her like she's smoking crack. I was like, what? I'm like, hello, like I'm jealous of you. And she was like, no, she's like, trust me. She's like, it may like be appealing to like guys or whatever, like the sexual appeal of like having big boobs. She's like, I hate my boobs.
Yeah, it like hurts their
It
back.
hurt her. She was just, she had to be limited on what she wore. And when you have smaller boobs, you do get the flexibility of wearing different types of tops.
Right, like even sports, like
exactly,
you're
sports
fine.
bras. So yeah, so my friend had very large boobs at a young age, and it was very surprising to me, I think, being so young and like being young, insecure, and not being fully developed at like that awkward teenage years, and then seeing her like struggle with her insecurities, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not the only one like insecure about my small boobs.
Yeah.
Like she was insecure about having large boobs.
well,
So it
I
was-
think like the world's never happy like with how girls look, so it's like
They're not.
you try and find this balance, and so like when you see like the trend is like having the fake implants and all of that, like you feel more inclined because obviously like that's
It's
the
the
beauty
trend,
trend
yeah.
for now, like that same thing with like how the 90s style is in right now and everything else. But like Alex Earl, she's a huge
Love Alex Earl. We support
Don't even-
Alex
yeah.
Earl.
she's a girl's girl.
She's
for
the
sure.
girl's girl. Yeah.
No, but like look at her, like she
Yeah.
was part of the IBTC, and
Yeah.
I don't remember like if she ever expressed like if she was uncomfortable with that, but like she just like ended up getting a boob job and it was like nothing.
Yeah.
And like you see a lot of the girls now, like influencers or whatever, like they're getting them because
Yeah.
they have the money or whatever. But I just feel like there's like that huge stigma where it's like, ooh, you're getting a boob job
With 4 kids, and it's just like I don't know. It's a very touchy subject because again, there's all aspects of boobs. There's small boobs, you know, us itty bitties, but we're in the
Not,
middle,
but
and
yeah.
then there's like, you know, you have nice boobs, and then the women that have like super large
huge
boobs.
yeah.
And it's like you have this spectrum.
And also like don't forget like there's also people that have like insecurities with all of them too.
1000%.
Yeah.
one T right here. I mean, and I think boobs are a big insecurity for girls, especially just because growing up we always see like the actresses and the models, and like they always have like these perfectly like not huge boobs, but like nice, perfectly sized, proportional
Yeah.
boobs. So like growing up, you see that and you're like, oh, like again, waiting, when are they gonna come in?
And then hearing like even like your family talk about it too is like,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna sprout someday, sweetie.
And you're still waiting. You're like,
You're
that
gonna
never
bloom
happened.
into a beautiful butterfly and fly away with those big old things,
Yeah.
big old
And then
knockers.
you're still planted on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's not to say like I don't like how I look. Like obviously I'm happy with who I am. I know who I
Yes.
am, and I know you feel the same way.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like I don't know, I just feel like those beauty standards really get to girls, and like
1000%.
we need to have it more available to like talk about these things
Yeah.
and like explain like, yeah, I'm part of the IBTC. I do the scoop, squish, and pray method.
Yeah.
Like I'm proud of that. And then there's other girls that have like big old boobs, and they're like, I have to get reductions. Like my back hurts, girl. And
I
I'm
know.
like, squeeze some of that fat into
I
mine.
know, you're like, I'll
and
take it.
we'll be good to go.
Yeah. So you have all genres of boobs. You big boobs, little boobs. But at the end of the day, it's like all women just need to support each other on, we all know if you're a member of the IBTC, you're struggling with something. If you're not a member and you got some
And you
big
got the
natural
big
titties,
bitties.
you're still struggling. And
Yeah.
all of us just have to support and like love each other
And
for like
be there for each other.
yeah, and just give each other like, hey, you look great in that top, even though like maybe right before you left the house you're like, I look like I have a flat chest.
don't like how this top looks on me.
Yeah, and it's like as long as you support each other, and even again we can talk about like getting implants, like with Alex Earl. I think that's why, like, she's a girl's girl. I think that's why she got so famous and so popular, is because she was so open about why
Her
she got them. She
experience.
got them. She supports girls who get them, or she supports girls who don't want them. Like either way, like she just told her story, and I think that's what really
Matters.
it gets to all of us. It's like, oh, like, she got them done, but I don't have to look like her.
Yeah.
I don't have to get them done. But if I have an insecurity and I choose to get them done, that's okay too.
She's just relatable.
She's very relatable.
And that's what's
So relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it like stems like I know we've been talking about boobs, but like it really stems from just like body, like what we look like all together.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's times where I'll look at a girl and I'm like, man, must be nice.
Yeah.
Like they have like the itty bitty waist
Yeah.
and everything, and
But you never know, that girl could also be leaving the house going, I don't feel secure about my body at all. And then she
Yes.
could look at you and be like, oh my God, that girl is beautiful.
yeah. And one thing that
Yeah.
I've been like trying to work on, like I'm like pretty outgoing, you know that
You are.
obviously. But at the same time, like when it comes to like other people,
Mhm.
I'm kind of shy, like when we're out in
New
public.
people, yeah.
So like there's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, that girl looks so pretty.
Yes.
I want to say something, and then I
Mhm.
say something, and it usually is like oh thanks.
But it's not, okay, it depends
And then
on
there's
where
times,
you're
oh
at.
my god, the bathroom when
The
you're drunk.
bathroom at a bar.
You're drunk.
I'm telling you,
That's
you
the
make
girls' place.
That's like the girls go to a bathroom at a bar middle of the night
Guys-
when everyone's been drinking. Oh my gosh.
Guys always
Let's
joke about
go.
like how like girls are like wow, why do girls take so long in the
It's
bathroom?
because we're making friends.
Yeah, I remember this one time we were at like a dance bar or something,
Yeah.
and I looked at this girl because I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so good, and she was like frantically trying to like fix her makeup, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh my god, thanks, like I really appreciate that, and you're like, I was like, oh no, like you're good, like
Yeah.
you're fine, I really like your makeup, and
Yeah.
she was like, I like your makeup,
And then your besties.
yeah. And I feel like that needs to be kind of like the same situation when it comes to like boobs and like other parts of the body that
Oh,
girls
yeah.
don't like. It's not like normalized.
Just
to
in
like,
general, I
bring
feel
up.
like giving a compliment to people, like talking strictly like just the girls, like if I'm out and about and I'm not feeling secure that day, or maybe like my hair's not acting right, or I don't feel secure. There's days where I feel like that, absolutely, but I still have to go on with my day. And if some girl just came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, like you're beautiful, I love your outfit, or gives me some sort of compliment, that right there makes my week.
Yeah.
Makes my week. And that just trickles into everything else that I'm doing. And I'm like, you know what?
I'm good.
Why am I so hard on myself?
Yeah.
I'm already hard on myself, like with everything else in my life. I'm like, why do I have to be so hard on myself, like in the way I look? Like,
Yeah.
I am the way I am. I look the way I am. Nothing's gonna change.
And like you can still work towards like wanting to be better. Like, obviously,
Absolutely,
you and I
yeah.
both work out a lot. Like, we like to look nice. Like, we do our hair, we do our makeup, especially for work and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, not, like, either or. Like,
Yeah.
you could do your makeup and not, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it just, whatever you're happy with is important, and you can still work towards something that would make you happier.
Yeah. I mean, now with social media, like, it's a hard world we live in.
Yeah.
So I feel like any sort of, like, little validation that, like, girls can give each other and just, like, support each other.
Just, like, have each other's backs.
Yeah, and it's, like, I think, like, we've made strides with, you know, girls supporting girls. And, like, having influencers like Alex Earl and, like, her friend, I think it's Sandra, I forgot her name. But she also is, like, a University of Miami girl. I religiously watch them on TikTok, and it's not even just because of, like, oh, like, they're, you know, the it girls or whatever.
Oh, they're so pretty, like,
yeah, it's
whatever.
like, they're so relatable. They're so funny. Her room. When you're getting ready to go out with the girls for a night and her room looks like that, that is every girl's room. You can't find anything to wear. Your makeup splattered everywhere. Your curling irons
like
on.
Like how your makeup got splattered on your shirt.
Oh my
today.
God. Getting ready for this stupid podcast. I'm like, ugh. I was like stressing. I was like, I just need to be put together. And then my NARS foundation just completely exploded all over me.
Was that before or after your lip liner got smacked into your water bottle?
That was before. And then my curl wasn't curling. My hair wasn't. Clearly
your hair wasn't herring?
My hair wasn't herring today. It's not herring today. But no, they're just so relatable, and I think that is what all girls on social media should be doing.
I just think it's important that, like, we really encourage people to like do that. And I'm kind of one of those people on TikTok where I'm like, oh, I see you're popular, I kind of like your videos, but I don't want to give you a follow because, like, I don't know, I just want to be petty or whatever. I don't know, it's like something weird. I don't know, but she's one of the girls where I was like, man, like, I need to follow this girl. Like,
Well, I feel like even us sitting here, I mean, we're at this super cute coffee shop by our house.
Morning Lavender.
Super cute. But even just sitting here, like, getting comfortable, like, with people looking at us or, like, walking by. It's like, that's something that's not natural for most people to do. And that's why most people don't do it. So for us, it's like we're really putting ourselves out of
our comfort zone. And we're trying to show, like, the reality of, like,
trying to do a podcast.
Basically, we don't have a podcast studio yet, guys.
No.
Like, we're finding places.
We're trying,
we're
in
outside.
This place, we thought it was cute. You know, the greenery. We have our cute little lavender drinks.
You can see the interior on our posts.
Yes.
Very cute, but it really just, like, everything stems from just being, like, comfortable and, like, being able to.
And it's not just gonna happen overnight. It is going to take a while, but the biggest thing is making sure that you try your best.
And that's all that you can do.
Yeah. So if you're a member of the IBTC, we are here for you.
We support you.
If you're not a member, we still support you.
100%. And congratulations to you, even though you don't like them. Or you do love them. Embrace them, girl.
Embrace all spectrums of them titties.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Love you. Bitches be talking.